Once upon a time, there was a little girl. No, no, that cannot be right. This wasn't just any time, and it wasn't just any little girl. This story is about Emiline. It happened a long time ago, in a town that never existed, at least not anymore. Emiline was 3, the only child in her family. She had everything a child could, and she had everything a child could need. But her only problem was that she had been forgotten by absolutely everyone. Mommy and Daddy were always busy with the problems of the day, and poor Emmeline was always left alone. Even the postman had forgotten her. There were no friends for her to play with. There were no bedtime stories, and there was only a cold, lifeless mountain of toys that could not comfort her, protect her from the monster that lay waiting in her dark closet when she went to bed, or more importantly, love her back. Emmeline tried her best to be a good little girl, and sometimes she tried her best to be a not such a good little girl, but still she appeared to be invisible to absolutely everyone. There was nothing she could do. One night, Emmeline stood at her windows and gazed up at the beautiful stars, admiring their brilliance and beauty, until she gazed up at one particular star, the star at all, and not an angel up past her bedtime. Emmeline then remembered a little nursery rhyme about such stars that could grant wishes, and if anybody had a wish, it would be Emmeline. Emmeline closed her eyes and wished. Emmeline wished for a friend to play with her and help her reach for tall things, and chase away the monster that hid in her clothes and would never, never, ever leave. Few children have ever made a wish as hard as Emmeline had, and with that kind of power, a wish like that can surely come true. She begged, "Please, please." And at the exact stroke of midnight, or perhaps a few minutes before, depending on the clock, Emmeline's wish came true. Oh, he was a delightful friend. They drew pretty pictures together, had tea parties, and even built pillows for together. Emmeline decided to name her new friends Mr. Grissel, because it sounded and he was her special shepherd. Mr. Grissel was great fun for a while, but after a time, it seemed there was something missing. He was certainly the best friend she had ever had, but that was only because she wanted him to be. He had done everything she asked, and only did it when she asked him to. He could not even love her one his own. This idea made Emmeline very sad. Then came the sound of swearing from the parlor. Emmeline heard one of the maids come up the stairs and into Emmeline's room, and then came the news. "Oh, Emmeline, did you hear the news?" said the man who never really said anything to her. "Your mother is going to have a baby. Isn't that wonderful? You're going to have a new baby sister one day." And with that, the maid was gone within seconds, of which she came. Emmeline and Mr. Grissel just sat sharing looks of utter horror as Emmeline's door shut, leaving them alone together. No, this is not wonderful. Emmeline could not believe this. How could they replace poor little Emmeline with another child that they would surely cuddle and love more than little Emmeline? This was horrible. This was the final straw. Little Emmeline had had enough. With that, she clenched her hands into 5 balls of fist at her side. Her face colored with anger, and she opened her mouth and screamed. How dare they replace little Emmeline with another child? How dare they completely ignore her, and for what? To add another replacement into the picture that little Emmeline never really did feel. Emmeline screamed and screamed and screamed absolutely just could not stop screaming. And while Emiline screamed, Mr. Gristle absorbed her wrath, and the more little Emiline screamed, the bigger and uglier Mr. Gristle became. Mr. Gristle grew and grew, and Emiline screamed and screamed. Mr. Gristle grew so large that he could not fit the house. He grew right out of the roof. With a terrifying roar, Mr. Gristle carried out the revenge Emiline had wanted more than ever. Crack! Went the house and everyone inside. Crash! Went the neighborhood, full of the children who had never wanted to become friends with the little Emiline. On worse and more terrifying, Mr. Gristle went, tearing and destroying everything in sight. He would punish whoever had failed his creator. The ice cream truck that never stopped for her, the reverend who chuckled at her prayers, even the postman who never delivers poor little Emiline never letters. Just as Mr. Gristle had run out of things to smash and destroy, finally little Emiline stopped screaming. Emiline, exhausted and still hurt, she looked at the broken ruins around her. Everything and everyone was gone. This made her very sad. She then began to cry. Oh, why no one loved her? Why had her parents wanted to bring home another child when they already had one right in front of them? Little Emiline would have done anything for just a simple hug, a kiss on forehead, or even a good scolding. But now everyone was gone. Who would love little Emiline now? Lighting up the night sky was the beautiful star on which Emily had wished on the night before. With a heavy heart, Emiline looked upon it and closed her eyes and made one more request, and with all her might, at the very stroke of midnight or a little before, depending on the clock, Emiline's wish came true. Like a ghost light, she began to fade, and Mr. Gristle along with her, until there was nothing left, and she nor Mr. Gristle were never seen again. Sometimes, on a dark night, when stars bright, and if you are very still and very quiet, you can almost hear a tiny voice. Please, please, whispers the wind, forever echoing the one wish of a little girl who was forgotten by absolutely everyone.